As an incarnation of the Hindu god Vishnu, Lord Krishna is one of the most popular gods in the Hindu pantheon. Sri Krishna Janmashtami marks the birth of Krishna. It is believed that all other deities are manifestations of him. Krishna is considered to be a warrior, hero, teacher and philosopher by Hindus. He was born in Mathura in a dungeon. Around 3228 BC, Lord Krishna's death marks the passing of the Dwapara age, and beginning of Kali Yuga, current age. Lord Krishna can be found in several Hindu mythological books, especially in the epic Hindu book, the Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, Krishna is described as the charioteer for the warrior Arjuna, who had guided him morally and gave military counsel to the leader. Mother Earth was unable to bear the burden of sins committed by evil kings and rulers, so she appealed to Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe. Brahma in turn prayed to Lord Vishnu, the Supreme One, who assured that Vishnu would soon return to Earth as a mortal form, and rid Earth of her tyrants. Around 5,000 years ago in modern-day India, the kingdom of Mathura was ruled by a benevolent king, Ugrasen. Ugrasen had two children, Kamsa and Devaki. Kamsa was one such tyrant. At the advice of his ministers, Kamsa agreed to marry his sister Devaki to the prince of Yadava clan, Vasudeva. On the day of Devaki's marriage, a voice from the sky prophesied that the eighth son of Devaki and Vasudeva shall end your rule in Mathura and kill you. Kamsa was deeply shaken by this prophecy. In a fit of rage, he drew out his sword and moved towards Devaki with an intention to kill her. Vasudeva fell to his knees, and he promised that he would personally hand over each child born to him to Kamsa. But to ensure that Vasudeva kept his word, he imprisoned both Vasudeva and Devaki in the dungeons, and ordered his men to keep a strict watch on them. By the end of 8 years, Kamsa had already destroyed 7 children born to Devaki and Vasudeva. In the 9th year, Devaki was expecting her 8th child. Exactly at midnight, Devaki gave birth to her 8th son. As soon as the child was born, the prison was filled with a bright light. As soon as the child was put in the basket, the iron door of his cell opened by itself, and was surprised to find that all the guards were sleeping. Vasudeva came out of the prison unnoticed, carrying the basket in his head. He came to the banks of Yamuna, and the river had swelled so much due to the heavy rain. Vasudeva noticed a huge multi-headed snake was moving towards them. Though terrified, Vasudeva did not stop. The snake covered Vasudeva and the child with its hood, protecting them from rain. Vasudeva crossed the river comfortably and reached Gokul, exchanging him for a newborn girl. Vasudeva returned to the prison with a girl. When he arrived, the infant ascended to the heavens, and was transformed into the goddess Yogamaya. She warned Kamsa that his nemesis had already been born elsewhere. Meanwhile, Krishna was raised as a cowherd, leading an idyllic childhood. The boy had an unusual sparkle in his eyes. As he matured, he became a skillful musician, wooing the woman of his village with his flute playing. Everyone felt an inner joy whenever they were in the company of Krishna. Eventually he returned to Mathura, where he slew Kamsa and his henchmen, restored his father to power, and became friendly with many heroes, including the warrior Arjuna. Krishna is typically depicted as having blue-black skin, holding his flute and accompanied by a cow, or a female cowherd. Krishna is also known by many other names, such as Govinda, Madhusudana, Vasudeva and Mukunda. He is also depicted as a child who performs playful pranks, like stealing butter. In this way, Lord Krishna became the supreme god, and is considered as the creator of the whole world. He was born to save humanity from the terrible rulers and kings.